So, going into today. So, so even though we're in the 250 class right now, um, we are trying to qualify for the 450 class, which I have to beat a 49. We already have a 50, so I have my ghost turned on to that. But now there are some areas on this track that are keeping me from not hitting those lines. So I'm going to stay quiet. See if we can't put down a heater. So if I have to run 48 seconds, which I think I probably can do. But there's just a lot of areas on the track where I'm getting too much air to actually be able to hit. I might try some different parts as well. See if I can. Because right now, this is my fastest lap time on a Kawasaki. I know the reason why I'm probably not getting that faster lap time is because I'm not exploiting the track. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the mic on. I'm just gonna spend some minutes. The best bike in the game. It actually kind of varies, to be honest with you, but I've been seeing that people have been using the Triumph a lot. Honda's and the Triumph, but I've also been hearing that the KTM has been pretty good too. As a matter of fact, actually, yeah, with the Yamaha and the Kawasaki, you do have to have some certain type of tunes to actually make these bikes run as well as they can. Um, but if you actually want to throw down like really fast laps, I would actually try the Kawasaki or the KTM. If you have a good tune onto it, um, but I've been noticing that a lot of people have still been running the Honda and now the Triumph. It depends on what type you want for, because there's some bikes for sheer speed and others for consistency. And if you want a consistent bike, I would use the KTM with a good tune. Well, recently, if you actually do watch my channel, I did have released a new tune. So recently, in the last couple of updates of the game, the clutch boost hasn't been really consistent for me. So I've been using the clutch shift speed for some reason, and it's been working for me a lot better. If you have a top speed type tune or something like that. So me personally, I do like the top speed for the KTM and the shift speed. For the fact that in real life KTM is not a very fast bike, but it is very consistent. And if you know how to exploit that on the bike, you can run some really fast lap times on this bike. It depends on where um all your assist settings are and everything like that, all that good stuff. And just in just in the last few updates, the top speed tune for all of these bikes have been feeling a lot better than the acceleration. You just have to know how to exploit them. Yeah, it's the pitch, yaw, all of that stuff. To me, the best assist settings right now are all 60%. You can run a lower. I've been seeing people use uh I think like 30%, something like that. So if you go down into the settings, the gameplay, you have all of these. So right now I have them all on 60%, but I have been noticing that people are still running like 30%. So actually, I want to see how it feels, as a matter of fact. Because as I'm sitting here, I'm still trying to figure out a good tune because I recently just entered a pro league and I'm trying to qualify for the 450 class, which is not an easy task. Yeah, I've noticed I've actually noticed that 100% is kind of good, but it really restricts you from actually running faster than you actually can. I I've ran on 100% a couple of times or a few times. I was able to get some fast lap times, but it really restricts you on what you can do with the bike. Especially for KTM. KTM is not a very fast bike. Having the assist on 100% just kind of restricts that. Well, you should give the assist another try. Do go lower because me usually I actually like preferring the 0%, um 0 to 10% because you have no assist at all, and so it really gives you more freedom what you can do with the bike. So I'm going to switch over to Honda because Honda is still a fast bike, but the Honda is not as consistent as it used to be. So stock engine, shift speed, let's go back to 130. Let's see what we can do with the Honda. Honda has always been one of my go-to bikes for obvious reasons. But if you want like a really good bike or something like that, I would choose a bike that really fits your style, if that makes sense. Oh, it's just all how you put your settings on and everything. I gotta focus over here. Yeah, usually I do too. Um, I've actually explained from the beginning of the since this game's released that all of the bikes feel different on the same tune. When I started experimenting with all kinds of different tunes back when this game first released, um, it really depends what tune you have and what bike is good for that tune. I've noticed that I've put the same tune on the Honda and it makes the Honda bark, but I would put the same tune on maybe a Kawasaki or something like that, and it's just not as fast or consistent as the Honda. So it really depends. All performance wise, they are really good performance wise and everything, but the handling of the bikes are all different. And I'm not. I'm not really sure if anybody has ever noticed, but in the actual parts where you put, tires and exhaust on, um, the tires and the exhaust actually kind of influence how your tune handles on the bikes. Say if you have, um, let's say if you run a Yamaha and you have um, a Pro Circuit exhaust on there, you would tell that it kind of influences the way the tune works on the bike. And then if you put like an FMF or a Yoshimura or something like that, it will make the bike feel different. And that's the same with all the tires. I've actually experienced with tires just the other day. I put on the MX-52s, the 53s, and the 33s, and they all influence how the bike runs, which is actually really weird. But it's not surprising because this used to be a thing in MX vs ATV Alive. So it's not very much surprising, but it depends on whether or not uh, what part you actually have. I might try. I might go. I might try. I'm gonna go back to my carousel. I'm gonna put my antenna back onto this bike. So for this one, I will put two. So if you were to say if you were to be on a pro league or something like that, you do have to hit a certain requirement on 450 to be able to be in a 450 class in a pro league. That's what I'm actually trying to do here. I have to beat a 49 seconds on this track. If the people running the league can let me into the 450 class, which I can do it, but I'm getting too much airtime on these tracks to actually be able to actually hit a 48. So I'm trying to focus up. But right now, the Kawasaki is proving to be um, the better bike out of the whole selection. I ran a 50, but I haven't been able to beat that time yet. Especially with the lights coming through down, I can't catch my toes. So we're gonna go ahead. I forgot I had to change my settings. Let's try. I've been meaning to try 40%. Because there's somebody else out there who's been running the 40 30 40. But right now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to qualify for the 450 class as a cadet. Not at least until race day, but I got a couple weeks before Incline 2 if I can qualify. But one of the Pro League Masters wants to run some laps with me. Because the requirements are you have to hit certain amount of lap times on specific tracks in order to be able to qualify for 450s. And it's crazy too because most of these 450 guys are running with like really fast lap times.
That old man told me.
Oh, is he?
Hi.
Is he?
Yeah. Okay. An hour and 30 minutes.
That's fucking crazy. I'm still trying to figure out how to soak up all this air time. That's the only reason why I'm not getting fast lap times. Because I get too much air time on these tracks. No doubt I can run the times, but I just get too much air time. I ran at 50, now I'm not going to be able to. Now I'm not going to be able to run the pace now.
Okay.
So let's go ahead. Let's take a break from this one. And then I guess we're going to have to do Orlando Expert. And I think I'm supposed to be able to run like a 52 on Orlando Expert. Which I think I can probably run a 55 or a 52 on this track. I'm not entirely sure. No. Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and try like other people's tunes and everything like that and see how you fare with them. But it just all comes down to your skill on the track. I won't lie that a lot of the fast people you see on this game don't necessarily race the track as intended. They always find ways to exploit the tracks. So that's why you always see um, all these fast guys hit really fast lap times. It's because they just hit lines that are like not even realistic, to be honest with you. Yeah, although that was the same thing with me. Over the course of the game's updates and everything, I found really good tunes um, for this game, and I used to actually run pretty decently. But now it's just like the game is the game is feeling a lot better, but there's just still some things that are just make the game feel awkward in ways. Um, and yeah, I'm definitely not as fast as I used to be. I mean, I've gotten faster over time, um, like before when the game released, but I've never gotten any faster. Um, due to the fact that the game is always changing. Because for the longest time, I used to run a 30-20-10, just like this, and it actually used to feel really good for me. Um, and this is an older tune I actually used to use, as a matter of fact. So I went acceleration, clutch, flexible chassis, soft suspension level 3, grip level 3, and brake hard level 3. And this was the tune specifically I used to use until the game started getting updates and everything, and then now um, the tunes I've always released are just always changed with every update from the game. It just always messed with really good tunes that I found. Yeah, this setup has always been good for me, but just um with how the game feels now, it's just like it don't feel consistent. Because for the longest time, the Honda was the fastest bike, and then I started finding like really good juice on the Kawasaki, and the Kawasaki was getting up there. But being able to adapt to this game with all the changes is to even still be fast is already a challenge. So I'll go ahead and do this. I have to turn this down a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and try Anaheim. I had to try to hit a 55 on Anaheim 1. Or I had to be at 49 on San Diego. Or I think it's 52 on Orlando Expert. But Orlando Expert, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I won't lie, even though this is I want to be yes. Even though this is like an arcade game, this game is still a challenge. This game is still very much. See now my bike is too light and it can't absorb any of these jumps. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try this. Yeah, I've already messed it up. Yeah, you need a near perfect flat time just to be able to actually hit a fast time. Yeah, that's a bit of my problem as well. I'm always uploading all these different tunes on my channel. It's when I upload all the tunes, it's mostly because I play around with the tunes a lot, and I always find tunes that what I think feel good on a bike. Um, but yeah, I'm in that same predicament. I'm not sticking with one tune, and I keep changing my tunes, and for that reason, I do believe that's why I haven't gained any more skill than I should. Because I'm almost about to cap 500 hours on this game, but I'm still running like I've done in the last 2 years, which is crazy. To this day, to this very day, I'm still trying to figure out how all these fast guys are as fast as they are. Like it's almost mind blowing, to be honest with you. Like I can run the pace with a lot of the faster dudes, but for me, I don't run the consistency like they do. I don't do all the big lines they do. Anything. Yeah, that's I've uploaded a few videos about that as a matter of fact, and yeah, I do believe that a lot of the players in this game, especially on the 450s, are cheating. I actually found that out because there was a uh, fast dude I was watching online, and he said it right on stream. Like he was saying that his bot was broke. And he was getting mad because he was running like almost near perfect laps, and then he's like, "Oh, I think my butt is broken," and then all of a sudden he drops down into like freaking, I'd say like 8th place, and he was just like completely sucking. So yeah, I do solely believe that there's people on here who are cheating. Not to mention they exploit the tracks as well. Just to be honest with you, if you actually get a good, decent, like legit lap, you'll be in the mid 50s. To be honest, just like real life. In um at San Diego in real life, the fastest lap time was at 52. On that track, I've already ran at 50 seconds. So if you want to be realistic about things, that's a fast lap for a casual average player. Really fast, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah, definitely. What's actually very what's interesting about it is here. Let me go. So this is actually very strange. So right now I'm running the MX-52s. So if I would to do let's do this one, run the MX-33s, and you would see a difference. Yeah. So if you actually pay close attention, ooh, so I was running the MX-52s, and now I'm running the MX-53s. You would actually see the bike is actually a lot slower because I'm running like I think the MX-33s are good for Supercross. I like how much slower I'm going. Yeah, the MX-52s. So, yeah, this is the lap with the MX-33s. You can tell the bike has a little bit of a hard time getting through the dirt. And then I'll go back down into the tires, and then I'll end up doing an MX-53. I can show you this. The MX-53s are more for sand because they have those wide treads. So I'll give. Now look how much more faster I'm going. Apart from the MX-33s, which slowed me down a little bit more. But on the MX-53s, you can't turn for shit. Yeah, look how much faster I'm going compared to the MX-53s. And then since I'm using the MX-33s, I'll go ahead and stick on another exhaust. So right now I'm using the Pro Circuit exhaust. Let's say we do the Akaripovic. I thought I probably bombed that, but and then you'll see that I play on PlayStation. And now if you look with those MX-53 tires with this big ass exhaust, it evens out power. But usually if you would run the MX-52s, the bike will be go slow. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yeah, and I think that's something that nobody actually never noticed about this game is that the tires, the exhaust actually do kind of influence how your tune works. Reckless standard. So it would be capital R E K L S S underscore capital S standard. If you do end up finding me on PSN, I have like a green and white profile picture. I think. But now it'll be my name, I guess. So I'm gonna try something quick. Oh, I literally just got PSN again last night. So it's also kind of weird. I don't think, no, I don't think the handlebars make any difference. The brakes also make a difference. Um, I usually do these run calls. I don't know why I haven't. Oh, I think it's right here. And then there's the brakes. And if I'm not mistaken, the forks make a difference too. So I'll put on both circuits. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a thing that people don't really know. Is that some of the parts in the for the bikes actually influence the way the bike handles. It was the same thing in MX versus ATV Live. But now it sucks. Now that I'm in a pro league and everything like that, I am on a team and they run specific parts, and so you can't really get the best out of all the bikes. Hey, you too, man. Let's go up here. Let's go ahead and change event. Try to go back to see. If you're still watching, you'll see how much slower the MX-33 is going to make the bike. we're gonna spend just a little bit more time. I'm starting to mess up now. I'm not gonna be able to get a faster action as of right now. Around with the tunes too much. Okay, let's try sipping and see how that works. Yeah, I'm not gonna get under 50 ball. I'm messing up too much now. Oh, another reason why I forgot. It's probably because I'm running to 24. Yes, if you guys haven't all noticed, the models do actually really feel different from one another. 21 bars. I think we're gonna call it for this stream. I'll not hit any consistent times or anything like that no more. So I think we're gonna call it here for the time being. I might stream a little bit later today if things if I can, but other than that, I will see you guys in the next stream.